a lot of people that are like, no matter what side of politics you're on, you should never celebrate something bad happening to someone. I, on the other hand, do cheer when bad things happen to bad people.
Charlie Kirk just got shot.
Pure Evil, The Charlie Kirk Files. Deep dive. Everything wrong with capitalism and true crime. Before we get started, all my other YouTube videos related to this topic will be on the screen right now if you would like to check them out after this video. So let's get started into this anti-capitalism, true crime, deep dive topic. Far-right Christian nationalist activist and Trump ally Charlie Kirk was shot in UNALIVED at a Utah Valley University. He spearheaded the far-right-wing youth movement in recent years, using his platform and organization Turning Point USA to spread anti-trans, misogynist, racist, and anti-worker ideas. Kirk's last words were, literally, a racist dog whistle about gang violence. His UNALIVING will not be mourned by those of us fighting for a future free from capitalist oppression. Kirk's passing has emboldened Donald Trump and fascists to unleash even more violent repression against the left and the oppressed than they have so far. Charlie Kirk, the fascist, whose activities were lavishly funded by billionaire capitalist pigs, and for which he was paid millions of dollars. He has been posthumously elevated to the status of a national hero despite not earning that reputation whatsoever, because him as a political figure is not respectable, because he's a far-right-wing Nazi spewing ignorant ideas and racist hate. Once again emulating the propaganda tactics of Hitler and Goebbels, the Trump administration is portraying Charlie Kirk as a political martyr, an American version of the German Nazi Horst Wessel. After the latter's violent UNALIVING in February 1930, the Nazis eulogized Wessel as an exemplar of Germany's patriotic youth. A hymn to honor Wessel's memory, the notorious Horst Wessel song, became the anthem of the Nazi Party. In a similar process of political canonization, Charlie Kirk is being transformed into the Horst Wessel of the fascistic MAGA movement. More empathy has been shown for Charlie Kirk over the past days than for tens of thousands of innocent Palestinian children in Gaza genocided and being ethically cleansed by Israel. The fact that Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Bernie Sanders, and AOCIA have all come out to mourn Charlie Kirk proves that he was an establishment Republican hack, considered to be part of the in-crowd by the political and media class. We all know that people like AOC and Bernie Sanders are all opportunist snakes and vultures Zionist scumbags. You have problematic influencers who don't even engage in politics or do basic research into who Charlie Kirk actual was, such as equestrian influencer Raleigh Link on YouTube, who made one of the most ignorant YouTube videos I've ever seen.
If you support the shooting of Charlie Kirk, the assassination of it, please unfollow me. And I'm dead serious about that. I don't want you following me. I think you're a literal sick individual in the head. I do not support gun violence in any form to anybody. I'm not a political person. You guys know this. Not only do I not talk about politics hardly ever, if at all, I don't think I ever have on my channel. I do not partake in voting at all. I mean, if anybody looks up my voting record, I've never voted. I understand where all people are coming from, and I look at people with empathy and humanity, that people on all sides, no matter what you believe, are deserving of love and respect. I'm sure there's going to be some of you in the comments down below relentlessly attacking me, saying that I'm sticking up for a fascist or whatever. Believing that someone deserves to die for their opinions, no matter how extreme they are, is fascism. If you think it's okay that he was murdered for his opinion, you're a fascist. Again, I'm not a political person. Please, just for the love of God, if I lose several thousands of people over this video, thank freaking God. I am so sick of literal crazy people. And you guys are all hypocrites for sitting there saying that, oh, well, Charlie Kirk was a bad person and had these opinions about, yeah, and you're condoning someone murdering him. So, like, you're no better, dude. Like,
She admitted she had no idea who Charlie Kirk even really was and didn't know much about him, but automatically took the side of this is a quote she posted to her YouTube post section and how she felt. Sorry, I haven't posted any videos this week. While I don't consider myself a political person and I'm neutral when it comes to politics, I am someone who shares my opinions openly online with the hope of making the world a better place, so I have to say this. The assassination of YouTuber and political commentator Charlie Kirk is unbelievably shocking, sickening, and heartbreaking, not just for his friends and family, but for everyone who enjoys freedom. It should never be condoned by anyone. Freedom and democracy mean allowing people to share their ideas without threats of violence. Every one of us, you, me, and anyone else, should be able to voice our opinions on any subject without fearing for our lives. Words are not violence. Violence is violence. No one deserves to die for speaking their mind. This assassination strikes at the very heart of democracy around the world. I am so sickened to see all of the sad and pathetic individuals cheering this on. Karma is real. If you condone this kind of violence, unfollow me immediately. I don't want your support. This is the exact reason why I do not support stan culture. It's just so crazy how someone can be this ignorant, and I honestly cannot fathom being neutral during this current climate, because if you are neutral in situations of injustice, you are taking the side of the oppressor by passively allowing the problematic things to continue. I've been following this YouTuber for quite some time. I can't say I'm surprised by this at all, because I've made a YouTube video about her in the past about how Raleigh Link is wrong for this. Selling out for money. Established titles drama, where she basically said before deleting all the posts and videos she made about this situation that she would continue to work with this scam of a company, even if they were scamming her own fans. This is very disturbing, all these people defending this vile man. Then you have other problematic political influencers such as Nick Fuentes calls for mass internet censorship because people laughing at Charlie Kirk hurt his feelings. These right-wing sellouts are straight up attacking free speech to defend the honor of their favorite pro-genocide podcaster. You also have the famous Yeonmi Park, a DPRK defactor and notorious compulsive liar, who lies about the DPRK on a daily basis, calling Charlie Kirk an American hero. Trump and the fascist right have seized on Kirk's death to threaten mass repression and violence against those who oppose them. On Wednesday, Trump denounced those who had compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis, and vowed that his administration would find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity. The next morning, he announced that he would award the Presidential Medal of Freedom to Kirk posthumously, the first outright fascist to receive the award. As for his followers in Make America Great Again, Turning Point USA, Fox News, Newsmax, Breitbart, and the whole array of billionaire-funded far-right media, the Kirk murder is the occasion to threaten vengeance and bloodshed. Trump's son Eric tweeted that he was tired of the bullets only being fired one way, trying to conjure up a deeply false image of peaceful Trump supporters under fire from left-wing lunatics. The denunciations of political violence by Trump and the Republicans reek of hypocrisy. These are the same forces that orchestrated the coup attempt of January 6, 2021, celebrated vigilante killers like Kyle Rittenhouse, and encouraged armed intimidation of public health officials during the pandemic. Their conspiracy theories have inspired mass shootings from Christchurch to El Paso to Buffalo. Then you have us imperialist war criminals, such as Obama and Bill Clinton, being hypocrites claiming nonviolence, quoted Bill Clinton in saying, "I'm saddened and angered by Charlie Kirk's murder, and I hope we all go through some serious introspection and redouble our efforts to engage in debate passionately, yet peacefully. Hillary and I are keeping Erica, their 2 young children, and their family in our prayers." Lol, this is rich coming from the Clinton family, who are notoriously known for the Clinton body count list. Everywhere they go, a blood trail follows. People are UNALIVED under mysterious circumstances you can only see on Unsolved Mysteries, and the Clintons doing war crimes to Libya, and Hillary laughing at Muammar Gaddafi, being UNALIVED. Clintons equals psychopath hypocrites. Hillary Clinton had to be told when to laugh on the debate stage with Donald Trump during the election, showcasing a lack of genuine basic human emotion and lack of empathy. Charlie Kirk got hit with a dose of karma. He was laughing at innocent Palestinians and making fun of George Floyd. Charlie Kirk spent the last week trying to start a race war only to become a victim of white-on-white violence. Charlie Kirk on Twitter was quoted in saying, "The deaths of women and children in Gaza are the fault of Hamas, not Israel. just like the deaths in Japan during World War II were the fault of Japan, not America. When a government engages in unprovoked aggression, they are to blame for everything that results. Charlie Kirk was a horrible person who is pro-Zionism that supports the genocide against innocent Palestinian children and women who are being ethically cleansed by Israel. Charlie Kirk deserves the same amount of respect and mourning that he showed to the children of Gaza. Charlie Kirk is a bigoted, racist scumbag who got karma. Kirk, a controversial figure in many U.S. circles, was known for his uncompromising stance on abortion, a position that often drew extreme backlash and fierce criticism. He had a history of making inflammatory, racist, and controversial remarks against Indians, women, trans people, and Palestinians. He had also remarked that gun deaths are worth it in order for the U.S. to continue having the Second Amendment.